This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
This is The Mighty Rock, starring BJ and Migs. Mornings.
Because, hey, at least once a day, you should experience a BJ.
You know, I'm ready for my BJ.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And you know what? If you get the Odyssey app, you get us, which is awesome.
Yes.
Pretty much really the only reason to get the app. But I guess they got other stuff too, Steve?
They got all these awesome, like, just curated stations for you to listen to in the Odyssey app, which is pretty awesome. So if, like, you're just ready to party,
yeah,
you know, football season.
Let's do it!
All right, maybe not right around the corner, but we're getting closer. And so people like to tailgate. So, like, Tailgate Rock, that's one of our stations. All the good times right there. But then we got to give a shout out to our man, Ryan Castle, the drunk in charge, who obviously loves rock and roll music, but also loves yacht rock as well.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
And he put together a station called the Jugger Yacht Rock Station, which is just go sail away with Ryan, I guess.
Is that what we got to do? Okay, that's wonderful. Sailing. Okay.
Come sail away.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you did a good job.
Thank you.
There's a lot more curated stations as well. Curated music stations on the Odyssey app, plus great podcasts. There's a lot of cool stuff on the Odyssey app. That's AUDACY Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Migs.
It's time to play the game. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, but it's Thursday, so let's get cracking.
Release the Kraken.
And Steve got cracked earlier.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. He got beat.
Yeah, he got beat bad.
Took an L.
Yeah, he took an L.
Yeah.
We'll have to see if you can turn that around. Well, get a W. Yeah.
Well, you turn the L around, it's kind of just an upside down L, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really
a
an L
backwards
at all.
L.
Yeah,
I'm
so
not sure that's not working.
Doesn't look like a W there at all, but we'll see what we can do here. We've got Willie in Bellingham to take on Steve. Willie, are you there?
Good morning, fellas.
Good
Hi,
morning.
Willie. What's up, Willie? I'll be up in Bellingham in a few weeks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, Willie, what are you doing? You going to wait? Because Steve's going to be up in a few weeks. You got to. You should just sit right where you are.
We're going to play the game in person on the 31st, I think it is.
He'll be there. You're just going to have to wait a couple weeks.
All right, Steve, get out of here. Get out! For those playing at home, Willie will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Willie, you can pass all you want, but you'll only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Yep.
Double your pleasure, double your fun was an ad slogan used for what product?
Spearmint.
No.
Wrigley's gum.
Yes. Chicago is located on the shores of what lake?
Superior.
No.
Huron.
No.
Michigan.
Yes. Who released the 80s album titled Let's Dance?
David Bowie.
Yes. The media company MGM was founded in what decade?
20s. 30s.
Yes, the 20s. Which Fight Club actor starred as Achilles in the 2004 movie Troy?
Brad Pitt.
Yes. What is the official language of Austria?
German.
Yes. Which actor notably starred in Footloose and Tremors?
Kevin Bacon.
Yes. Which 2007 movie about ping pong included Christopher Walken?
Pass.
In what country is Absolute Vodka made?
Sweden.
Yes. Which Flintstones character was absent from the Flintstones vitamins until 1996?
Pebbles.
No. Willie got 8 correct, though. That's a good score.
Boy, I wonder if that Flintstones question is going to be the difference maker.
Could be. Yeah, it's one of the. It was a main character, so it was definitely one of those ones. It just wasn't the one that he mentioned there, unfortunately. Yeah. But here he is. He's back.
Yeah.
He didn't go to Bellingham. That's later this month.
That's right. That's next to your room.
Are you going to be wrestling?
Yes, wrestling at 5cc Wrestling. I think it's on the 31st.
Nice.
So just type in 5cc Wrestling information, but I'll be there grappling.
Are you ready?
Release the Kraken.
Double your pleasure, double your fun was an ad slogan used for what product?
Double mint gum.
Yes. Chicago is located on the shore of what lake?
Erie.
No.
Lake Chicago.
No.
Good old Lake Chicago.
Lake. Oh, man. Lake Ontario.
No. Who released the 80s album titled Let's Dance?
Let's dance. David Bowie.
Yes. The media company MGM was founded in what decade?
The 40s?
No.
50s?
No.
30s?
No.
60s?
No.
Damn it.
Which Fight Club actor starred as Achilles in the 2004 movie Troy?
That would be Brad Pitt.
Yes. What is the official language of Austria?
Austrian.
No.
German.
Yes.
Yeah.
What actor notably starred in Footloose and Tremors?
Footloose. Kevin Bacon.
Yes. Which 2007 movie about ping pong included Christopher Walken?
We got ping pong, Christopher Walken. Oh my gosh. Pong?
No.
Pong.
Ping of pong?
No.
The ping of
The
pong.
pongers?
No. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You lose 8-5.
Wow. It's over.
Dang, you've been spanked.
Yeah, good job, Willie.
It's a tough Thursday, boys.
Yeah, his reign of terror is over. I don't know what happened.
It's a bad day, man. Chalk it up to a bad day. We'll come back tomorrow stronger.
All right, well, I'm going to give you the classic for this one.
Ooh, the Beatles.
Yeah.
And I lost someone who's near to me. I'm a loser, and I'm not what I appear to be.
There you go.
Some of the ones that you did not get correct that Willie did. Chicago is located on the shore of Lake Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
MGM was founded in the 1920s. And some of the ones that he did not get, nor did you. Which 2007 movie about ping pong included Christopher Walken?
I thought it was a documentary. We were
Oh,
talking
no,
about.
no,
So
no,
I was
no.
trying to figure it out, but it's Balls of Fury.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's such a great movie, too.
It's such a dumb movie. but
yes.
It was the first time I ever saw Dan Fogler, who
Yes.
was in one of the more recent seasons of The Walking Dead.
Yep.
And he was a great actor, and that is just a ridiculous, ridiculous movie.
I forgot Dan Fogler was in that. You're right. Oh, man.
He was
George
the ping pong
Lopez.
master.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
That was a fun film.
And there was one question that you didn't get to, Steve, that Willie did not get correct. Which Flintstones character was absent from the Flintstones vitamins until 1996?
Dino.
No.
Fred?
No.
I think it was Barney, wasn't it?
No.
Wilma.
No.
Betty.
There you go.
Betty was,
Yeah.
she was on the outs, huh?
Yeah, she didn't have one until 1996.
Oh, that ain't right.
Yeah, it wasn't right, and then they decided to correct it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they fixed that one because Betty needs her just due.
Absolutely.
A lot of people wanted to eat Betty's vitamins. They wanted to eat the Betty vitamins. yes.
Wow, it sounds like somebody in this room did.
I'm not saying anybody's name. I'm just saying.
Well, sorry for your loss there, Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Sorry for that information about Betty.
Yeah, well, Betty was, gotta like Betty. Nothing wrong with Betty. Betty Rubble was all right.
Betty Rubble was all right.
She was all right, man.
We get it. You like Betty.
Yeah. Well, we got a new study here that found out on average we hit our peak financial recklessness at the age of, and do you guys have a feeling in your life where you go, yeah, I was a financial mess, and you can remember like
Currently.
Oh, Kermit, good job. buddy.
Yeah,
I feel like I just keep peaking, man. Just when I thought I could peak, I peaked more.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that at this
Really?
point.
So you guys really right now think where you are, you're more financially reckless than you ever were?
It depends on the day.
With more money comes more recklessness. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, that's kind of where it is. Like now that I can afford things, I buy lots of dumb stuff.
Like sour balls.
But let me just say, I want to give you, I hate to do this, boy, but I'm going to give you guys more credit than you're giving yourselves.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I hate to do this. But I mean, look, Rev, you're paying your bills, aren't you?
Yeah, paying all my
Steve,
bills.
you bought a new house, which means you must be doing okay with your money if you could sit there and, buy a new house.
That's a good point.
But I would be smarter with my money if I didn't buy a new house.
Well, being smart with your money, or I should say being smarter, is not necessarily being financially reckless.
Right. No,
I'm talking about you are a mess with your money. You can't pay your bills. You can't do
Well, if
anything.
that's the case, I've never been reckless. But I feel like I could be smarter when it comes to savings. Like, I think at some point down the line, I'd be like, man, maybe I shouldn't have bought all those things. You know what I mean? Like from the 20s on, like if I could afford it, I would buy it. I wasn't ever thinking like, oh, I should. I've never been that person that's like obsessing over saving. I have a savings. I have a 401k. I mean, I'm doing the things I should do, but I could be better. But I've also that mindset of like, you only live once. Wanna,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I want to get this one thing. I want to get this thing. And as long as the bills are paid, that's always been my attitude. It's like as long as we're not living completely check to check and the bills are paid, I feel pretty good about things. But now with a kid, I'm trying to think a little bit differently.
Yeah, the kid will do that to you.
Right. Maybe I don't need to like get sushi every week.
You
Well,
don't?
Well, hold on a second.
Come
Don't let
on,
the kid
man.
ruin
Don't
that
go
part.
crazy, Steve.
What are you nuts?
Yeah,
That kid.
that's a good point. Dad needs to eat.
Yeah, give that kid up for adoption if you can't have sushi. I didn't know it was getting that bad.
No, you're right. You know, I mean, I don't want this child to go into this world without a father because I died from starvation.
Yeah, exactly.
Sushi it is today, boys.
Good job.
Nice.
All right. Well, 22 years is the age, the average age where people say, "Yeah, I was a mess."
Man, I had no money at 22, so
That's the funny part.
Like-
You're right, Rev. Like, I made adjustments because I was so broke. Like, I was like, okay, I got to become an apartment manager so I don't have to pay rent. And, like, I did all those things. So I was still able to, go out to eat from time to time or go to a concert from time to time.
Yeah. Do you think you have your money in order? Because, like,
yeah. Well,
yeah.
I think I put all the 20s with the 20s and with the 5s. with the
Yeah,
5s.
pretty good.
So it's in order. Yeah, it's in, like, numerical order.
Oh, jeez.
Wait,
So-
you have cash?
I do
Yeah.
right now. It's kind of weird.
Weird.
Do you guys have do you guys remember any kind of a wake up call in your life or anything that happened in your life where you go, all right, I got to get my act together with cash?
There was a time where I looked at my debt and I was like, yeah, I need to clean this up. And so I was like, I think I was like $24,000 in debt or something like that, and I went down to zero and got into clear of it.
That's cool.
Congrats. Wow.
It was one of those like I'm never gonna get out of debt, and that scared me enough to like go talk to someone.
That sucks, dude. It sucks when you feel like, wow, if I make the minimum payment, which is all I can make, I will never be free of this.
Yep.
That's a horrible feeling.
And I mean, I didn't go to college, so I didn't have any college debt, but I did accumulate debt, not quite that much, but it's one of those like a couple $1,000s isn't a lot of money to have, but it's a lot to owe. And so that was my wake up call. I'm like, well, if you want to still have like the life you have, like in the sense of going out to eat or going to go party because you're in your 20s, you need to hustle. You need to get your ass into gear money wise. And so that's why when I was younger, I got a second job because I wanted to be able to do the things I wanted to do and still have my stuff in order.
I feel like really, then I've heard stories from you all, and I got to tell you, I think I'm the worst.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I really, really do. Danny comes close because he had that much debt.
I think my wake up call was just like my card being declined, and like finding out that I didn't have any money in my savings, and that was like soon after college. I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
that'll do it.
And then my whole mentality was, as long as I got about $1,000 in my savings account, I'm balling. that was like for the longest time. Like if it got under 1,000, I would start stressing. I'm like, gotta figure out a way to make some money so I could get it back over 1,000.
Yeah.
Because if like something catastrophic happens, $1,000 will fix that.
Yeah, because this study says that more than half the people, almost 60%, say that if it wasn't for a rude awakening, they would never have gotten their money in order.
So what was your rude awakening?
It was when when Kathy told me, "Hey, I'm expecting," and I had a part-time job, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I gotta make this radio thing work. This is horrible."
Kid will do that, right?
Yeah. And so I had to figure it out. But then, even though I had the kid, I had another rude awakening in my 40s. Didn't have any savings. I mean, this is. I had no, Steve. Like you talked about 401k, I had nothing.
Nothing in the
in
40s.
I mean, you guys knew me.
Oh,
you
I felt
guys
better about things.
Yeah,
then,
I had.
I myself for like starting my 401k late, but it was in my 30s.
Yeah, in my 40s, I had nothing, and I took a look at my kids, and I'm like, boy, if they want to go to college, if they want to do anything, and I just got to Seattle, and just was like not sure if I was going to have a job because I had to go into some serious negotiations about that. Only 3 months having been here, and I'm like, what a loser I am. I really just looked at my family and thought, they have put their trust in me. They've traveled all over the country. I'm, and I was 39. So it was like, I'm about to be 40. That's not a kid anymore. And I have nothing to show for the last 15 to 20 years of my life except just stupidity. Except I got this wife and this little boy and this even littler girl looking at me like, you're our father. Wow, we really hit the jackpot. I mean, they just all had that look on their face. On their faces, like, what a loser you are. They never said it, but I just felt it. So that's been my goal the last 20 years. Like, I got to get my act together and just start saving and pretend like I know what I'm doing. So, congratulations to all of you because I think I'm the biggest loser on the show when it comes to financial recklessness.
Thanks so much.
No, we're all losers, man.
Well, you know what? But I am your leader. You have found somebody to inspire.
Glorious leader.
There you go. Financial recklessness. I am the one that will get you there.
How about this texter has a good saying from his dad? Said, if $100 changes your life for the better or the worse, you're in a bad place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But $100 is pretty awesome when you get one. You know,
Oh, super awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not life changing, but it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. $100, man. That's sweet. That's some board game money right there. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. Whatever you want to talk about, your calls, your texts, we got them at 920 on The Rock.
50 years of KISW, brought to you by Palace Law. 99.9 KISW. Hey, you got something to say? I got something to say. They're wild, rabid, and on the loose. This is Listeners on the Loose.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It is Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Whole Foods Market. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. And do remember, when you get through, Steve does have a rule.
It's a simple rule, BJ. It's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Let's go to Mike in Arlington. Mike, you are on The Rock.
Morning, everyone.
Hey, Mike. Welcome to the show, buddy. What you got?
Well, earlier you were talking about what do you collect or what strange thing do you collect.
Yes.
Well, I inherited the world's largest collection of Tonka trucks.
Whoa.
So large, they built a museum for it in my grandfather's hometown. About 6,600 trucks. Go to YouTube, type in Tonka Museum. PBS did a special on it. And you'll see the trucks on display from the floor to the ceiling. It's amazing.
And so you inherited this museum and you've kept it the way it is.
I didn't inherit the museum. I inherited the collection. We put them on display for 20 years.
Oh.
And that was about 15 years ago.
So now where are they?
In Winifred, Montana.
Huh. And are they? Can people see them, or are they in a storage bin or something? Or are they?
Oh no, they're fully displayed. Every single truck, dioramas. I mean, like I said, if you check it out on YouTube, it's amazing.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now, dude. It's very cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused. Maybe I misheard you. So they are still in a museum somewhere.
Yeah, they're still in the museum in Winifred, Montana.
I got it. And you've got the truck collection, and so the museum is displaying them for you. What do we have any idea what it's worth?
7 figures.
Whoa! Wow. What?
It's either a 1 and a 2 and 5 zeros, or a 1 and a 5 and 5 zeros.
Still, and so you're still letting the world see it, even though it's worth that much.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still working. When I retire, then I'll probably sell them then. But it's my grandfather's legacy, and it's really hard for me to take that. Even though they're mine, it's just really hard to try to sell them right now.
I can appreciate that
because he just passed away last October.
Oh yeah. Oh, I completely understand that, Mike. And do you plan to go visit that museum at some point?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole family's going to go.
Wow, dude, that's Tonka trucks. I do remember those. You guys at all remember Tonka
I had a
trucks?
Tonka truck, man. I love those things.
Yeah, man, that's
I mean,
wild.
By the time I was a kid, what my grandfather would do is he would take, we go to flea markets, garage sales, and we'd buy toys. We'd go to toy shows. He took me to the Mound Tonka where they built them in Minnesota when I was like 7 years old.
Wow.
My grandfather, I mean, everybody in the Tonka community knows my grandfather. And he would buy, like 1957, he'd buy every model truck that they had. 1958, every model that they had. And he has dang near a complete collection. And he has a lot of stuff that's one of one. That's the only one in existence.
That's crazy.
That is, I mean, boy, you talk again, man. I love the collector. I just love that. There's somebody collecting something. There's somebody collecting something of everything, and that's awesome. Like,
well, it's like my wife's grandfather. I posted a picture once on my Facebook, and people were going crazy about it. I just been so used to seeing it that I forget how epic it is. Like he collects and also puts together all like those old school trains, and he has an entire shed or a garage that's basically just this giant train track that goes throughout the entire room, and it's like a sensory overload. But I remember when I posted, it's just like it's so epic, and that's his collection. Like he'll go out of his way to trade and buy and resell and whatever, like just to get certain types of trains and stuff, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is awesome. And of course, what a great way to remember your grandfather, because he had so many memories of getting those trucks. I see his point. I mean, that's a good amount of money to have in your life, and at the same time, man, that's a tough decision.
I wouldn't sell it.
It really
It's
depends.
not a tough decision at all.
For my financial situation, you know what I mean? $1 million is a lot of money.
It is, but just think about how much. I mean, something like that, I would feel like you pass down the generation to generation. It's like God forbid you need something, it's there for you.
Yeah,
but I couldn't even fathom selling something like that.
I would have a hard time selling any of my grandparents' things, but my grandma's actually going to be selling her house in Mexico since my grandpa passed away. And she's like, you know what? It's time. And she's got a huge collection of China dolls, and they creep me the hell out.
Yeah, those are creepy.
Oh, yeah.
And so she loves them. She doesn't understand why I think they're creepy or scary. My mom doesn't either.
Or does she? And she enjoys torturing you.
I think maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's one of those, like, I don't want to sell them because they're my grandma's, but I also don't want to keep them. So what would I do? I don't know.
You'd
what I
have
would
to have
do.
one room that you never go in.
Yeah, that is. Like, oh God. That's the torture room. If you've ever scorned me, that's where you'll end up.
I feel like, though, that somebody, if you could make a deal that somebody could, like with the trucks, make a deal with somebody where they could buy them and keep them on display, then you get your money and the trucks are still in existence.
That'd be nice.
You know, that's how I look at it in my life. Because it would be sad if that museum had to let him go, because that's kind of cool that his legacy is on display. I think that's nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah, but $1 million is a lot to turn down. I mean, I have to tell you, when he said they were worth that much, I was very surprised.
Sell them now.
Yeah, I mean, like 1.2 to 1.5 million. Grandpa, I love you, but that's a lot of dough. You know, so, but I mean, he's not ready now. And Steve, you're never ready, but you know me, I'm ready.
Ready to
now.
go. Let's sell them.
I'm ready. How much are those dolls worth, Vicky? I'll sell them for you right now if they're anywhere near $1 million.
Oh, jeez.
Probably not.
Oh, I never.
People are sharing their stories of things that they collect that are odd. And one person says, I have an insane amount of flashlights. No, Steve, not flashlights. I don't know why I have them, but I have at least 100.
That is a lot. That is it a collectible thing or an OCD thing? I mean, yeah, that's a lot of flashlights.
We need like a flashlight in every corner of the house in case the power goes out.
Yeah. I can't
I
make.
don't even have a flashlight anymore. Come to think of
Well,
it.
yeah, you do.
one?
Your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like my phone works as my flashlight. I probably have a flashlight somewhere. I just don't know where it is.
Oh, okay. Like, what happens if the power goes out?
The phone goes on.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. I mean, Vicky just said that.
When it comes to like collecting really things that like they're not valuable, why am I collecting this? But anytime I go to a store like a Target or a Walmart, I always go into the clearance section and I always look at notebooks. So and office supplies. So I have an obscene amount of blank notebooks.
But you're a notebook freak.
Yeah, I don't use them all, and I've had some of these for years, and I've never
Why?
even gotten to use them. I haven't found the special thing to use it for.
Well, taking notes, maybe?
But like, how often am I really taking notes?
I
I don't know, I see
agree.
you sketching stuff in there every day.
Yeah, but that's like my main notebook. That's my calendar notebook. I have
main
so
notebook.
many notebooks.
So why? So if you don't need them, why are you buying
I
them?
don't know.
Oh, you really have. You know
Yeah,
what?
I just love office supplies too, because then I'll start buying folders and color coordinated things and labels.
And you're not using any of these.
I mean, eventually maybe.
Wow.
Well, I end up using them like for my parents. Like, oh wait, you have a thing that needs to be organized. 1 second, I have a whole Office Depot in my office right now.
I don't even know what to say about that, except that you have the reverse Marie Kondo is what you really are.
I'm organized, but I have a lot of crap.
Yeah, you're an organized hoarder. I'm not sure. They should do a show like, are there hoarders where it's pretty good, you just have stuff that you really don't need, but you're organized? Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Someone texted in saying, I saw Danny at the Sounders game last night. I
Oh.
wanted to say hi, but he was with his daughter. Didn't want to bug him. Go Sounders.
Aw. Well, next time say hi.
Well, your daughter, she does have that little sign that says no pictures, no autographs.
It's true, yeah.
yeah, she's,
on her entire tie-dye outfit that she was wearing last night.
She's become quite a diva in her young life.
You talk about it on the radio a couple times. You put her on the radio once, forget about it.
She makes the Mariners big screen and then thinks that she's going to be on the TV last night. She's just, I get it.
Yeah.
Anyway, hi.
I do
Nice
love
to see
I do love that picture. I don't know what she was looking at. I was wondering if she was looking to see if she was on the big screen. Like you guys were looking at the camera in one shot, and Lily was looking off, and I was like, is she trying to see if she's on the big screen?
She was.
There we go.
Anytime there's a camera in her, she automatically thinks that it's going to be on the big screen.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Good call.
She loved it so much. So anyway, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, how did she last? Because you got 45 minutes, right, where you're supposed to pretty much stay in one place, right?
You know what? Yes, but a lot better than she did at the Mariners game. The Mariners game, she wanted to play on the phone and was
Well, it's a little more, I feel like the crowd's more into a soccer match as opposed to a baseball game because of the chanting and the standing and the moving.
and just a lot more action on the actual field.
That
you know
too.
what I mean? It's like a lot of times there's like lulls in baseball, whereas like Mariners, they're constantly running, and she was trying to figure out if she could catch a soccer ball, which I was like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you can't use your hands, but you can catch it with your feet.
And also, she's in the crowd. She can't go out there.
Oh, all right, fine. Go ahead and ruin a child's dreams. Yeah. Well, that's cool. I mean, she's getting a lot of firsts.
I know.
Yeah.
And now, no, you just need to knock out the Seahawks game when she comes out here for Christmas. So.
Oh, good luck with that one.
I know it's probably not going to happen. I'm just going to call Russell Wilson to see if he can get us in.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not the actual Russell, your friend Russell
Yeah,
Wilson.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's it. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls and more of your texts at 933 on the Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on the Rock.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I want to know, did you guys hear about that woman from New Zealand that named her 3 children Metallica, Pantera, and Slayer?
Nice.
Wow.
And she said it's not easy raising 3 of the heaviest bands. So she actually named Metallica, Slayer, and Pantera.
That's pretty amazing. That's dedication right there. That is a love for what you love.
And I guess also like one of our kids' names, and Justice for All is a part of it, which is a Metallica record. And
That's that like what, a middle name or something?
I guess maybe it's like the middle name.
Whoa, okay. You're going hardcore.
Do you get hooked up? What's that like? That's a good question. Like some people were wondering, like, do you get hooked up with tickets from these bands? Like this little Metallica, get Metallica tickets?
I gotta think at some point, if you're Metallica and you find out that somebody named a child after your band, I've never heard anybody do that before. That how do you not hook them up with something?
They also said, okay, what are the last 3 bands that you were listening to? Those are the names of your children.
Oh,
boy.
Wow. Okay.
Now I gotta see what I've been.
Well, actually, that's good.
no.
Aaron.
Okay, so one of your kids' names is Aaron. Great record from him.
Oh, such a good record.
It's awesome.
Unfortunately, the other one is going to have to be. I mean, it's a cool name, Cult.
Oh, you're listening to the Cult?
Cult Vista.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know Cult Vista.
They were one of our bands.
Oh.
They're a local band. Yeah.
Oh.
I heard them on one of our Loud and Locals, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go check these guys out. And I got they're on YouTube Music, Cult Vista. I dig the band.
No, I know which band you're talking about now. Yeah, they have a great sound.
Yeah, so Cult, Aaron, and Glorious probably, because I know I probably listened to the Glorious Son somewhere in there.
I'm looking at my recently played. I too have a child named Aaron.
Okay, there you go. We have twins.
My other child's name will be JJ. For JJ Wild, which she's an awesome singer-songwriter. I saw her open up for the Glorious Sons. She's done stuff covered like Tom Petty with the Glorious Sons as well. You would dig her. She's got a great sound.
JJ Wild?
JJ Wild with an E at the end.
Wild. Like Kim Wilde, like her little sister.
Sure.
Okay.
And then my other child will be named Kiss.
Awesome.
That's a great name for a kid.
Middle name Destroyer, because that's the record I was listening.
Okay.
I was listening to that yesterday on the drive home.
All right. Kiss Destroyer.
So those are my 3 children, Kiss, JJ, and Aaron.
Well, yeah. I
Wow.
mean, so Kiss is the one that's like, all right, why did I get the odd name, Dad?
Well, just look, just how the cookie crumbles.
That's how it is. Okay.
All right, Vicky.
Mine would be Muse,
Ooh, nice name.
That's a good one.
Chris Stapleton,
Oh, okay.
Chris, okay.
and Rihanna. It's
All
the
right.
most random playlist I have.
But still, they're all like, they're all really good names.
I'm digging them. Muse
Yeah.
would probably be the weirdest, but that's pretty awesome.
And
for
Muse,
a name.
I think Muse is it's a cool name because if you're somebody's Muse, I mean, I think that'd be a great name to give
That
somebody.
actually would be super cool.
All right, so Rev, one of your kids' names is Orgy.
No, it's not
That's
Orgy.
not a good name
It's
for a
not one of the
child.
most recent ones.
All right, how
They're
about
not
Korn?
much better though, man.
All right, Corn's gonna
Not
be-
Machine
Korn.
Head?
No.
All right.
Godhead?
Wow, no. The first one would be In Excess.
Okay.
Because I bought the best of on vinyl for that, which is fantastic.
Okay.
The next one is a little worse, Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Oh, I remember them.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then finally, Little Big, which is a Russian rave band that
Okay, because I know Mr. Big. I don't
No,
know.
it's not Mr.
Little
Big.
Big.
Is that Mr. Big's child, Little Big?
It's the weirdest music. It's Russian techno.
You know what?
Oh, Sarah's feeling it.
Yes, she is.
She knows the dance.
You are listening. This is what you were listening to?
Yes.
Why?
Were you taking a poop and you needed it out quicker?
I don't know.
Otherwise, why?
I don't even know how I found it because they put out special Crocs. And
Oh, boy.
they looked fantastic. And I was like, these are cool. I wonder what Little Big is. And then I found out that they're a super massive Russian techno rave band that was on Eurovision.
Okay.
Oh, that show.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I know this band because Sarah and J-Rubs were the ones that introduced me to it. And then I was like, what are you guys
Lil
doing?
Big?
They know the entire dance. Like, there's a
Skidoo
whole
bop,
dance.
bop,
Like,
bop.
yeah.
Oh, there's this whole, you have to look up the music video. There is
It's
this
amazing.
entire dance to it. And of course, J-Rose became obsessed with it, and then I had to learn it.
The Crocs actually are kind of cool. They're very metal.
Wow. This is.
It's ridiculous.
yeah. Okay. This is.
You know, they got spikes and like
Okay.
studs.
But
and
they are still Crocs.
Hardcore.
They're
Yeah,
still
that's why I
Crocs, yeah.
wanted them. And then I found out they were sold out.
Oh.
But I like the music.
Yeah, it's catchy.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And then if you see the dance once, you're like, oh, wow, I want to do it with them.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass on that if you don't mind.
You know what?
Yeah, I mean, that's.
You know what? Get a couple drinks from Dad this weekend.
Yeah.
And get him to do the skidoo bop bop bop.
There's a lot of like hip motion though, so I'm afraid that he might hurt himself.
Maybe,
Exactly.
maybe a little yoga and then some
Yeah.
drinks and then some
Yeah.
skidoo bop bop bop.
Stretching before.
Little bit of thrusting.
There's a lot of thrusting.
The thing is that I can't picture Rev listening to this. It's just like, I mean, because I can see you listening to it. It's like a dance thing. It makes sense, but I'm a little
I
disturbed.
can dance.
Oh no, Rev likes weird stuff.
I
I'm not.
really do.
I'm not surprised that he's into this.
But it's like he's a guy that he says he likes to dance. Rev, you say you like to dance, but you seem like the guy who's not a dancing guy.
Are you watching the dancing that they're doing in this music video? They're basically doing like a really bad Thriller.
Oh yeah.
So it's hokey.
Oh yeah, there it is. Oh, and they're all dressed in costumes too, and he likes that kind of stuff too.
Oh, yeah. These guys are amazing.
I like this texter said my 3 kids' names would be Journey, Motley, and Alice.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Which would be Alice Cooper or Alice in Chains, depending on what mood you're in.
Oh yeah, Motley. See, Rev's kid's gonna be mindless. Like one of the kids really gets a bad name, mindless, Motley, but Kiss. But,
Kiss is a good name.
all right.
Kiss.
Okay.
All right, Sarah, what's your 3?
One of them I like, and the 2 I'm other embarrassed that I actually listen to. Foo Fighters, first one.
So Foo.
Hey, Foo.
Foo.
Okay.
Maroon 5.
Maroon.
Maroon.
That sounds like naming their kid like Apple or something.
Yeah.
It's Maroon.
It could be guy or girl, I feel like, though. It's a little mysterious.
You're listening to Maroon 5?
I love Maroon 5.
I don't think I knew that.
I do.
Is that Adam Levine, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. It really is, though.
That is a guilty pleasure you never told me about.
I don't think she sounds very guilty about it, though.
Not because of him. And then my last one is Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
There
So
you go.
Fall.
That's my girl.
Wow.
Or Fob.
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 My kid Fob.
Yeah.
I like that better than Fall, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good point.
There you go.
So, Danny, you have a kid named Charlotte.
Yep.
No.
Offspring.
Yes, Offspring is one.
It's Green. He's gonna have a kid named Green.
No.
Some.
No. Taking Back Sunday
So, okay.
Oh, okay.
and Yellow Card.
Yellow card. Nice. Well, at least he can be a soccer fan.
You were close on all of
I
those.
know your
but-
kids are not getting made fun of in school.
No,
With those names.
But I mean, if you name it Sunday, it would be too bad.
Sunday's not bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then what was the other one? Offspring?
Offspring, yeah.
That's
Here's
kind of
my
odd.
offspring.
Well, I mean, it is. I mean, yeah, it's descriptive. I mean, it's what the kid is.
Or I guess it could be the offspring.
The
The.
middle name
Okay.
offspring.
Hey, how you doing? Or maybe he want to go with the.
Yeah.
Depends if he wants to go to Ohio State or not.
Offspring.
There we go. Well, that's telling. Steve, your KISS name is not so bad
It's not
compared
so
to what
bad
some of these
anymore,
other
right?
geniuses have
Better
come up
than
with.
Foo.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, foo sounds like, you go to another country, foo might fit in fine.
I'd rather name them fighters or fighter.
Oh, fighter?
Fighter.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of hardcore.
Hey, fighter.
Or double F. FF.
There's
FF, double
there's
F.
Hunt-
FJ.
There's Hunter, so fighter doesn't seem that far fetched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better than foo.
What up, Foo?
Yeah. Okay. What up, foo? Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, yeah, a lot of people will be pitting that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a text from Daniel in Tacoma. Want to know if we received our sour candy from Amazon. Mine came in yesterday, and it's horrible. Yes,
Yeah.
we received it. What was it, yesterday?
Yes.
It's the world's most sour candy. We talked about it on the air, so
Yeah.
we decided to order it, as did Daniel from Tacoma, and it finally showed up in the mail. And we by we I say Danny and I decided to be the dummies.
Oh, yeah, I
that
passed on
sucked
it.
on those candies.
I passed on it.
Is the video up?
Yes.
Or is it, okay, so the video's on KSW's Facebook or
It's on BJ Miggs.
BJ Miggs Facebook. Just type in BJ Miggs, you can find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's real sketch. I mean, I decided not to participate for health reasons. I really felt like, as Danny was describing how this package got from the warehouse to his door, I decided the journey made me think I don't want to put this in my mouth.
Yeah, I mean, it just came in a random bag with like a printed label on it. It's like no packaging for this. Can't you think they would have like a decent set of packaging for it? And it's just these blue balls that were in this clear bag.
Yeah, and the color and all of it. It's just the whole story made me go, I'm gonna pass on this experience.
Excessive consumption within a brief period may cause temporary mouth and or stomach irritation.
Gosh, do we dare to try it again?
I'm down.
Oh, you really?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Does anyone else want to get in on this?
Come on, Sarah.
I know my mouth is like
Vicky
already
just brushed
watering.
her teeth. Is her reason for
Vicky,
not
Yeah,
doing
it's gonna taste bad.
Who just brushes her teeth in the middle of doing a radio?
Because I have like the invisible braces. You have to brush your teeth when you put them back in.
Is that like Invisalign? Oh, Sarah gonna
I'll
do it?
Give it to me.
Sarah!
Sarah's gonna do
Sarah's
it.
part of the boys.
If it was,
yeah,
yeah.
good.
If
You
it
know
was
what?
spicy, I couldn't do it. But sour, I probably still can't do it. But
All
I'll
right.
try.
Yeah, get the video on Sarah because there's a video of Danny and I trying it, and instant tears, dude.
Yeah,
that
instant
was,
tears.
Like
Yeah.
that was like that sour high that I've been looking for my entire life again. It was awful but awesome.
Oh,
Yes.
my heart's beating so fast.
Sarah, do you like sour stuff?
Sometimes.
Oh gosh.
With like warheads, sometimes instead of putting them in before they got sweet, I put them underwater to have the sourness go away first.
Oh,
we'll
that's
see how this
perfect.
goes.
So yeah, you're gonna.
You got to keep it in your mouth though. Keep it. Make sure you don't spit it out.
For how long?
Yeah,
Until
a
it's
minute.
done.
Yeah, until it's done.
Okay.
Yeah,
This is a big ball.
No,
Yeah,
you're gonna ride. It sounds like we're talking about a drug, but
Yeah.
it's a sour candy. You're gonna ride a wave for about like a minute. It's
Yeah.
like there's gonna be two different. At least the last time we did it, there are two moments where you feel like your eyes are just gonna like.
Where's the trash
shut.
basket for her? Because she's not going to be able to do it.
I feel like she could pull it. off.
Wow.
No
No fade.
Oh yeah, when you put this in your mouth, there, it's insane.
All right, let's do it.
Look, just put the blue ball in your
Sourest
mouth.
thing
the-
that
yeah.
they've ever made. It's the
Don't
world's
spit out the
sourest
ball.
ball.
I would never.
Okay.
It's raspberry flavored for those that are playing at home.
Oh, very
Yes.
good.
All right, we ready to do this?
Yes.
All right,
There we go.
1,
Cheers.
2, 3, go.
All right. So now the three of them put the balls in their mouth. For this is not disturbing.
It's like I'm sucking on a lemon, kinda.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sarah,
raspberry
wow,
lemon.
Sarah's making it though. I'm very surprised.
Oh, it's starting to get sour again.
Steve's having an issue. Danny's squinting.
I'm losing
Yeah.
the feeling of my tongue.
I thought after doing it once, I'd be ready for this.
Well, remember they said don't do so many in such a short amount of time. You remember that little
But we
instruction?
only did two.
Yeah, Sarah, how you do? Sarah's still making it.
I'm making it.
I'm very proud of you. I thought for sure you would have spit that out.
The tongue and the roof of my mouth
Yeah,
The roof of your mouth?
is a little numb.
a little. Of course, that's so great when candy makes you numb.
Well, you know.
I'm getting a little drooly, I think.
Yeah.
I
Did
wonder
you get
why
the-
that would be.
Did you get the tears yet?
Yeah.
Not the tears.
You don't got
'cause
tears?
I'm a
Yo,
woman.
Steve's got some tears.
Steve has the tears.
I got tears.
I have the tears too.
Total tears.
Yeah, Sarah's actually performing pretty well with this. I'm very surprised.
That's right.
She's a baller.
I'm
Yeah.
A blue baller.
A blue baller.
Exactly.
Sarah, I am
Oh,
proud of
yeah.
you. I thought for sure you would not get this done.
Now it's finally going away.
Yeah. Now it's getting kind of sweet.
Is it sweet yet, Sarah?
Nope.
Okay.
Still sucking the sour off of it.
Okay.
Welcome.
I'm-
What's the name of this candy again?
It is Barnett's Mega Sour Raspberry Balls.
Yeah.
It's kind of good.
Yeah, right?
Oh, now it's getting good.
Now it's getting a little sweeter.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, once you get past the sour, it's a pretty tasty candy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, There we go. Sour's done. Now it's bomb.
You know, I have a better idea. Why don't I just get some pretty tasty candy? I think they just
this is pretty
start off.
tasty.
I can give you what I have in my mouth. It's
Yeah.
not tasty.
That's, boy, that's a dream come
It's
true.
like a
I
baby
never-
bird thing, right?
Yeah.
I got the sour out of it.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sarah, welcome to the Blue Balls Club.
Woo!
Blue balls for life.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to be a part of this. Thanks, guys.
The thing with Sarah is you have to tell her she can't do something, and she will
Yeah,
do
Dad.
it.
Yeah,
like,
thanks, BJ.
Yeah.
That 100%.
That's how you get it done.
I'm a champion.
Yeah. I don't know what works with Vicky though. You tell her she can't. You tell her she can. She doesn't listen.
Someone wants to know if Vicky could do it on her OnlyFans.
Ooh, good call.
I got a whole bag of them over here, so.
I mean, subscribe.
Yeah. See, that's the
she
key.
will.
If you pay Vicky, that's how you get Vicky to do something. I just realized that.
My teeth are kind of
Your teeth are
like
done.
sticking together.
I wonder why.
My chest feels a little tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, you geniuses. You know, it's okay. I'm prepared to do this show while everybody's in the hospital. That's all right. I'm ready to go.
There you go.
There you go. Reverend Al, just play that band. What's that band?
The Ooga Ooga.
Little Big.
The Russian, the Skinny Boppers, whatever they are.
Someone said this dialogue and the slurping sounds just doesn't sound right. Haha.
No, it doesn't.
No, not really.
No, not at all. Well, I think then.
Well, shout out to Sarah, man. I feel like she handled it like a champ.
Thank you. I did. And I'm still feeling a little numb all over in the mouth, but like in a good way, in a fun way.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, it's not sour. Now it's just
super
now you're just
yummy.
sucking on a blue ball candy.
Yeah.
Look at Steve, the expert. Oh, at this point.
They can't spit it out now.
Why was I not right though? It's like a little wave, and
Yep.
after about a minute, it's gone.
So now it's just regular candy in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now it's
Okay.
sweet.
You want to try it from Steve's mouth?
Thank you.
That's how, you know what, as tempting as that is.
Taking that as a no.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna. You know what, Danny, I'm gonna pass. Okay,
right.
thank you
Hard
for
no
that,
on that one.
wonderful offer.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Hey, here's a big question that needs to be answered.
Someone just like, I kind of want to kill all of you right now. I'm chewing and all the sounds into that microphone. I'm cringing.
I know. I'm with you 100%, Texter.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was so drooly. I couldn't help it. At least I didn't cry.
So drooly.
Can we not have my daughter say these things on the radio, please?
Well,
I cried.
That would really be nice. Okay.
You cried.
Yeah.
I did cry.
Hey, here's a question.
It's when balls are in my mouth.
Hashtag subject change. What do Ryan Castle and pasta have in common? I'll tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. I owe a lot of back taxes. Can bankruptcy help me?
Bankruptcy can discharge back taxes under certain circumstances. Some types of taxes are never dischargeable, like if you have taxes from an employee, if you ran a business and didn't pay employee taxes or sales taxes. Those types of taxes cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. However, most people don't have those kind of taxes. Most people have just regular income taxes. If you owe income taxes and you filed your tax returns but just weren't able to pay the taxes, if the taxes are more than 3 years old and you filed the tax returns, those types of taxes can be discharged in bankruptcy in most circumstances, especially through a Chapter 13 case.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Wenatchee is gorgeous in the spring with its lush green rolling hills, abundant wildflowers everywhere, and the views of the Columbia River. The local food scene offers an abundant selection of authentic international cuisines featuring the unique farm-fresh ingredients of the region. Wenatchee is also home to award-winning wines, handcrafted hard ciders, and a talented handful of local brewers producing fine craft beers. Visit Wenatchee, the heart of Washington State.